Hello and welcome back to Ember and Azalea. Today we are going to be making dog bandanas. This dog bandana design is a bit different than ones I've seen before in the stores, and instead of either tying around the dog's neck or securing using a snap, it actually goes onto the dog's collar so it stays as one piece. For this project you'll just need the free pattern that can be found at the Ember and Azalea website and your fabric of choice. Today I'm going to be using a cotton linen blend, I believe, with little blue flowers on it. This pattern is pretty fabric inclusive, so you can use almost any type of fabric you want. I would suggest either like a cotton or a linen. You might even be able to use a thin canvas, and I think this would also be kind of cute using a thin denim as well. So once you have the pattern downloaded, you can either print it at home or go to a print shop to have it printed. Before you print it, when you're in the printing settings, I suggest starting with printing out just the first page so that you can make sure the pattern is scaled correctly. You'll notice in the upper left-hand corner of the first page there is a 1 by 1 inch test square. So once you print out just the first page, measure that square and make sure it does measure the 1 inch by 1 inch. And if it's accurate, then you can continue printing out the rest of your pages. This pattern comes with 5 pages, but the 5th page is just the written instructions, so you don't need to print that out if you don't want. So I'm just going to print out the first 4 pages or the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th page if you've already printed out the first page and it's measured to be accurate. This next part is one of the most important steps for the printing. Make sure to go down to the scaling and set it to 100%. I designed this pattern to print out on a letter size piece of paper, but it can also be printed out on A4 size paper. Once you have all the pages printed out, you'll notice that in the top right hand corner there's a number for each page. We're going to lay them out 1, 2, 3, 4, just like this. And another thing to note is on the bottom of page 3, you'll find the size guide. This is just a guideline for what size I suggest based off of your dog breed or cat. But of course, make whichever size you think would fit best on your furry friend. So to attach the pages together, I'm going to set page 3 and 4 to the side. And we're going to focus on page 1 and 2. 1, we're going to leave how it is. And page 2, we're going to trim off this left edge right along the dotted line. Now you're going to overlap page 2 onto page 1, making sure that the pattern matches up, and then you can secure them together either using tape or glue. Now for page 3, we're going to trim off this top edge along the dotted line. And you're going to overlap page 3 on the bottom of page 1, line up the pattern, and secure in place. Now page 4 is going to be very similar. We're going to trim the top edge and the left edge along the dotted lines. And now we're going to overlap page 4 over page 3 and page 2, lining up the pattern and securing into place. All right, now it's all attached together, and this is just a personal preference that I like to do. I first figure out what size I'm going to do, which in my case I have Havanese and I prefer the small size bandana on them. So I'm going to cut out this small size, but before I do that, anywhere where there's overlap of the paper and it's where I'm going to be cutting, I'm going to add just an extra piece of tape overlapping so that after I cut the pattern out, there's not loose edges, if that makes sense. Okay, now I'm going to cut out along the small dashed line, which will result in a square shape. The pattern piece is ready, so I'm going to go iron the fabric to prep it to cut the fabric piece out. The fabric is ironed and I've laid the pattern piece on top of the fabric, and all we need to cut is one piece out of the fabric. You can cut this using fabric scissors or a rotary cutter. I like to use a ruler to make sure I cut straight against the edges. Now that we have the fabric piece cut out, I'm going to take the pattern piece, and you'll see there's some diagonal dotted lines across two of the corners. I'm going to fold the pattern piece along those two corners. Now I'm going to lay the pattern piece back on top of the fabric, and using a heat erasable pen, I'm going to mark these diagonal lines. And now we're going to flip the fabric over to the wrong side and fold down those corners along the lines that we just marked. You can just kind of press the corners down with your fingers at first. And then I suggest taking this over to your ironing board and pressing down the two corners using your iron. Now that the two corners are ironed down, we're going to sew as close to the edge along this edge and along this edge to kind of form a right angle. And we're going to do the same on this side as well. Now that the two corners are secured, we're going to flip the fabric back over to the right side and fold it in half with the 2 points touching, with right sides facing right sides. And you don't have to iron this, I'm just going to use some clips to hold it all together. And we're going to sew starting at this corner using a 1/4 inch seam allowance. Sew down to this point, pivot, and come back up this side, and then stop at this corner. You want to leave these two folded edges open. Now that these two edges are sewn, we're going to trim just the little corner down here, making sure not to cut any of the stitches. This will just help decrease the bulk when we turn the whole bandana right side out. So now we're going to turn it right side out through one of these openings. You can use a chopstick to turn out the corners. And now we're going to take this over to our iron and give it a press. And now we're going to sew a straight stitch across parallel to this edge. This will form a tube that will go around your dog's collar. To make sure I get a straight line, I'm going to use my ruler and line it up just below where these corners are. And use my heat erasable pen to make a line across. Before you sew that line, I do recommend testing out your dog's collar to make sure the largest points, which is usually the buckle, will fit within that tube. If needed, feel free to make this line a little bit lower, and then you can always seam rip a couple of these stitches up here to make sure this opening is big enough. I gave the bandana one more press to get rid of the heat erasable pen, and it is all done and ready to be put onto your furry friend's collar. So all you have to do is feed the collar in through one side and work it onto the collar. It might fit over the entire collar, or in this case we have some stuff in the way, so I just put the bandana over half of the collar. And actually this fit over all the little extra bits that are on the collar, so I was able to fit it across the entire thing. And then you put their collar back on and they have their bandana.